look at this Neo under-counter ice machine. Complaint is that this touchpad here is not working. I opened this up, took off my cover to my control panel, and this is giving me a hard time. So when this is plugged in, it just kind of makes my control board go crazy. Now, there's a way to test it. And sometimes when you put it on there, it just plugs in, it turns the machine on, you plug it in, and then you unplug it. Sometimes it turns the machine off. But I'm gonna show you real quickly how to check whether or not this is good or bad by using these pins here to measure continuity when you press each one of these buttons. Let me go ahead and unplug this real quick. All right, got my bin switch, my control pad plugged back into the control board. None of my lights are working. They randomly do things, but this should press and hold it, should turn it off. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. It just kind of has a mind of its own. So, test procedure. Unplug that. So here in the manual, they have your test procedure, and you're going to be using pin number 2 and number 7, which on here is the second one from the left and the 7th one from the left. What you're going to do is you are going to put your leads on 2 and 7, and then you're going to press and release the on-off button. And if the switch functions correctly, it will close as the button is pressed and open as the button is released. That's how you'll know whether or not it's your touchpad that's the issue or your control board. So I have my leads on pins 2 and 7. What I'm going to do is, since that's open, I'm going to press the button up here, right there. Press it, and there's no change. It just says open the entire time. So that's how I know that this is a bad touchpad, and I'm going to show you how to replace that touchpad. So kind of tricky, but you're going to take off this screw here, and you're going to take off this screw here, and then this will slide back and you can move it out of the way. Now that the screws are out, just lift that up, bring it back towards you, and you can just put that on the ground. You're gonna have to take out this screw here and this screw here. Then you can get this whole frame comes out. And it's kind of weird, but you can't buy just this little piece. You have to buy the entire frame when you replace this touchpad. And that's what I have right here in this box. All right, I removed my 2 screws. This just comes up and out, I believe. Oh, no, just joking. We got another screw here and another screw here. Now that I removed those, you should be able to just pull that up and out of place. There is this plug right here that you'll have to undo. And that wire, the multicolored wires, that doesn't get removed, that stays in place. That's the wire harness, and that's not able to be removed unless you disassemble the whole machine. So the new frame only comes with this part, and you have to take off this part, as well as the scoop holder, and kind of transfer them over to the new door frame. And the new touchpad. So let me go ahead and show you how to do that. I'm gonna flip this over. This door actually kind of just comes out. It's just on little tracks, so you can set that aside. But you're gonna take out these 3 screws as well as those 2, and you're just gonna take those pieces and you're gonna put them right there. And then you're gonna do the same for that side and transfer them over there. So this is my old touchpad. I've put the door, I don't know if you called it, the tracks, transferred those over, as well as my little front hinges that keep this thing locked in place. The other thing that needs to be done is this door. If you put this door frame up there first, you're never gonna be able to get this door in. So the door has to go in before. The easiest way to do it is to just line it up, and you kind of spread this apart and it locks into place. Once you get the door in there, you can just take the whole setup and slide this into place, just like that. And then you're gonna wanna plug this in and set it down in a way where that wire strip's not gonna get bent or twisted or ripped or anything like that. So we got it slid in there. I still need to put all my screws back in. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug in this down here, and then I'm gonna plug in the machine and see if the touchpad actually works. Save myself some time in case it doesn't, so I don't have to disassemble the whole thing all over again. So I plugged it in, and immediately my clean light came on. It might have been because I pressed all those buttons earlier. Press and hold that. See if it shuts off. It shuts off, but my clean light's still on. I don't know if that means it's in clean mode or if it is saying that it needs to be cleaned. Let me figure this out. So yes, it is in clean mode. To get it out of clean mode, just go down here to the blue reset button, just hit it one time and that'll turn off clean mode, and then hit your power button one time. And this thing should fire up and start making ice in about 45 seconds. Just based off the way this looks right now, switching that out seems to have fixed the issue. My damper triggers my little blue cubes down there on the silhouette of your ice machine. So all put back together, that's on, compressor's running, fans running. We're in pre-chill, verify that this shuts it off, press and hold it 3 seconds. Oh, just joking, I have it in test mode. Cancel test mode, and then quick release that. It turns it right back on. So that's it. So turns out my control board's not working either. Actually, the control board's working. So I have my leads in to my blue and white wires that send power to my control board, or excuse me, that send power from the control board to my water pump, and it's not sending power. Did a little tap test on my relay right here. It kind of cuts in power and then shuts off. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace it with a used board. Cool Info, Cool Air boards, and Neo boards are the same thing. They just know how to operate based off whether or not this is plugged into it or the other little contraption from the Cool Air machines. A little bit of time has gone by. We got a good amount of ice in here. Solid bridge. Turns out we're working pretty well. Manitowoc under-counter ice machine, also known as the Neo. That's how you diagnose and replace a bad touchpad on one of those little machines. I hope you all found this helpful. If you're looking for more tips and tricks for troubleshooting and repairing ice machines, Ice Machine 411 is your go-to spot. Throw a thumbs up or leave a comment. If you have any questions, if you see something that I missed, maybe I said something wrong, needs to be corrected, please leave a comment. Let me know what that was so I can get it fixed. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks, bye.